Long ago, in the ancient village of Umechi, lived two hunters who were once as close as brothers. Their names were Obi and Kalu. Obi was gentle, patient, and grateful for even the smallest blessings. Kalu was bold, ambitious, and always hungry for more. For many years, the two men hunted side by side, sharing their kills and their laughter. But life, as it often does, changed when a terrible drought swept over the land. The rivers shrank. The grass turned brittle. And the animals began to vanish. Obi adapted, hunting small creatures and gathering fruits to help his family survive. But Kalu grew restless and angry. He could not accept that nature had turned her back on him. And when he saw Obi return each day with at least something, even if small, envy tightened around his heart like a creeping vine. One blistering afternoon, the two hunters found themselves in the same corner of the forest. A lone antelope leapt through the bushes, weak from thirst. Both men released their arrows, and both arrows struck. What followed shattered their bond forever. "That antelope is mine," Kalu growled, stepping forward. "It belongs to both of us," Obi said softly. "We should share it." "Share?" Kalu spat. "I am done sharing. You take everything. You are always favored. You are stealing my destiny." The forest fell silent. Obi stared at his friend, heart cracking. Kalu's eyes shone not with hunger, but with hatred. Without another word, Kalu turned and stormed away. From that moment, something dark took root inside him. That night, as the villagers sat around a fire, whispering about the drought, an old woman wrapped in tattered cloth appeared at the edge of the circle. Her eyes seemed older than time itself, glowing like dying embers. She introduced herself only as Mama Idu, a traveler guided by spirits. She told them of the forbidden forest of Irako, a place untouched by drought. Its trees grew thick and ancient. Its rivers never dried. Its animals were strong and plentiful. But it was a place guarded by powerful spirits who watched the hearts of those who entered. Only the pure-hearted find fortune there, she warned. But the greedy, the greedy are swallowed whole. The villagers trembled at her words. But Kalu heard only one sentence: "There is a beast in that forest whose hide is worth more than gold." A fire of greed erupted inside him. That very night, he crept to Obi's hut. He pretended to apologize, claiming he wanted to hunt together again like brothers of old. Obi's heart, soft as ever, forgave him. He did not see the hunger behind Kalu's smile. The next morning, just before sunrise, the two men set off, not toward the familiar plains, but deeper. Deeper. Toward the shadowed boundary of the forbidden forest. As they crossed the last line of familiar trees, everything changed. The air felt heavier, older. The leaves rustled in unfamiliar patterns. Strange wooden masks hung on some trees, carved with faces that almost seemed alive. Obi felt unease rise in his chest. "Kalu, we should not be here," he whispered. But Kalu smiled sharply. "Fortune favors the brave." He pressed forward. Hours passed. No ordinary animals appeared. Instead, peculiar footprints materialized and vanished in moments, as if the ground was breathing. Multiple times, Obi suggested turning back, but Kalu refused. Then, without warning, they heard a deep, slow growl, so ancient and powerful that even the trees seemed to flinch. A massive shadow glided between the trunks ahead. The creature did not attack. It only watched. Strangely, it stared longer at Obi. Then disappeared as though swallowed by the air. Kalu's face twisted with rage. "You think the spirits favor you, don't you?" He snarled. "Even here? Even now?" Obi shook his head. "Kalu, please." But greed had devoured Kalu's reason. He shoved Obi with all his strength. Obi slipped, tumbled, fell down a steep ravine. His body struck rocks. Pain exploded through him. His vision went dark. Above him, Kalu stood at the edge, staring. Not with concern, but with cold calculation. Then he walked away. Obi's consciousness drifted like a leaf on water. And water was exactly what caught him. A soft glow rose from the river below. Shimmering figures emerged from it, spirits shaped like women clothed in flowing water and moonlight. One knelt beside him. She was the spirit of the river, a guardian who tended the humble-hearted. She touched Obi's wounds with luminous water. Bones realigned. Breath returned. "You were betrayed," she murmured. "But your heart remains clean. And because of this, the forbidden forest has not turned against you." Obi struggled to sit up. "Where is Kalu?" "He chases illusions and shadows deeper into the cursed heart of the forest," the spirit said. "And he will not survive unless someone brings back the light." She pressed a glowing charm into Obi's palm. "Go. Save him, not because he deserves it, but because your soul is stronger than his darkness." And with that, the spirits vanished like mist. Obi rose, limping, but fueled by determination. He retraced the forest paths, which now shifted like living things, twisting, rearranging, testing him. Meanwhile, Kalu descended further into madness. He saw golden animals that dissolved into dust. He heard voices promising him riches beyond imagination. He saw visions of Obi laughing at him, mocking him, stealing his glory. The forest did not create the darkness, it merely revealed what was already inside him. Finally, at the very heart of Irako, the great creature appeared. It was no ordinary beast, its form shimmered between animal and spirit, between tree and shadow. Its eyes burned like molten amber. It was the guardian of Irako, the watcher of men's hearts. When Kalu stepped forward with arrogance and greed, the guardian changed shape, twisting into a monstrous reflection of Kalu's own soul, skeletal, hungry, corrupted. Kalu screamed as it advanced. He begged. He cried. But the forest does not pity the greedy. Just as the beast lunged, a voice rang out. "Kalu." Obi limped into the clearing, placing himself between the monster and the man who tried to kill him. The guardian halted. It shifted again. This time splitting into two images. One showing Obi, glowing with compassion and courage. The other showing Kalu, warped by envy and desire. The beast was not merely a guardian. It was a mirror of the soul. The wind howled. The trees leaned as if watching. The forest waited. Kalu collapsed, trembling. "Obi. Why would you come back?" he whispered. Obi looked at him with sorrow. "Because I could not let your darkness consume you." Then Obi held up the river spirit's charm. It radiated a soft, cleansing light. The guardian shrieked, not in pain, but in release. The monstrous reflection shattered like glass scattered by wind. Light burst through the clearing. And suddenly, all was still. Kalu lay on the ground, unconscious. A dark mark, like a twisted root, appeared on his arm. The forest had judged him. Obi carried Kalu home. The journey was long and silent. When the villagers saw them, they gasped, some in relief, others in fear. The elders called a gathering in the village square. Obi told the truth. The betrayal. The fall. The spirits. The guardian. Everything. But he also spoke of mercy, of forgiveness, of choosing compassion. Then Kalu stepped forward. For the first time since childhood, tears fell from his eyes. He confessed everything, his envy, his greed, his attempt to kill Obi. He raised his arm to reveal the mark. "This," he said, voice shaking, "is the punishment I earned. Let it remind me. And everyone. What greed can make a man become. the village murmured. Some demanded he be banished. Others argued that the forest had already passed judgment. The elders, after long counsel, decided. Kalu will remain among us, not as a hunter, but as a servant to the community. His mark shall be a warning to all who let greed eclipse their humanity. As for Obi, he was celebrated, not for slaying a beast, but for conquering hatred with compassion. Children gathered around him each week as he retold the story of the forbidden forest, teaching them that the greatest battles are fought within, not without. And deep in the forest of Irako, the guardian watched silently. Waiting. Testing. Judging. Those who dared enter with a greedy heart. Greed blinds the eyes and darkens the soul. Compassion heals what hatred tries to destroy. And the forest inside every human reveals who we truly are. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this every week. Thank you, we love you.